Okay guys, so from here we're actually going to remove the winch, and what I have assembled here is actually the winch that Chili's and Jeff are going to receive, and it's already had the Marlowe rope installed in it, but we're going to pull it off so you know how to do it and actually reinstall it. One of the things we want to be careful of is we don't drag this against any sharp edges. We don't want it to get in any place, any way, shape, or form. So the cover is very simple to remove. Right here on this stop, it's actually threaded. You're going to want to unscrew it and basically set that off to the side and just pull out on the sides a little bit, and the cover will just come right straight off, and we'll set it off to the side. Now, before you go any further, make sure you go to the power unit and make sure the switch is off. So this is not illuminated green, and it's also not illuminated red. So we're going to make sure that's off. We're also going to come over and we're going to disconnect the 120 volt power cord from this side, and then we're going to twist this amp connector loose from the control box, which actually is the umbilical that actually goes to the winch. So now going back to the winch, you've got this upper control amp connector, which actually goes to the safety rail at the top. It's the switch in there, and we're going to want to disconnect that. And then this is the lower control, and we're going to want to disconnect that. Now don't worry about getting them mixed up, because as we've indicated before, these are two different styles of connectors. One's male and one's female. So once you get this done, the next thing you want to do is, on yours you have two screws in the top that anchor the step mount basically to the winch here and here. You're going to usually, I think what we supplied were Phillips drives, so you're going to want to remove both of those so the winch is actually free from being anchored to the top stair. Now once that's done, we have to basically remove the winch, and in order to do that, there are two bolts that go all the way through the rail. One is right here and one is in here. You're kind of wondering, how do we get to that one in here? Well, it's actually right through this place where the bumper stop is anchored. So this one right here, right underneath here, there's a 1/2 inch nut. So you're going to use your 1/2 inch wrench, put it on this nut right here, and loosen this bolt. And the bolt will actually come straight through the rail. Might be a little tight at first, but it'll come out easier when this one's released. So same thing, except here you're going to access that right straight down through the top. And again, with your 1/2 inch wrench underneath, you're going to loosen that nut, take that nut all the way off. Now this is the part that's probably the only thing that's tricky about the whole assembly. Due to the spacer that's in the winch and the way this bolt sits in here and the length, you have to be able to slide the two apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually slide this bolt out, and then in order to get the winch off, you have to push this bolt up in here, and you'll lift up with your finger and you'll slide forward, and the winch actually will come off. And when it does, you'll notice the spacer actually comes out as well, just like that. And on the back of the spacer, you'll notice it says out. That means that it faces out when it actually sits in here. So that's how you remove the winch. So we'll go and reverse this and show you how to reinstall it, because this is where there's a little trick to it.